Welcome everybody. Yes, it's me, Desmondo from the Shed of War. It's Tuesday night and we have concluded day one of Gettysburg. Yes, the Fire and Fury brigade level scenario, which pits the Army of Northern Virginia versus the Army of the Potomac in that classic battle, which at the time was really probably one of the most important battles in modern history, and probably is still regarded that way by many of us who are interested in North American history and world history. Great game today. We have played the first part of the day one with Steve from Sweden, as you've probably seen from the first video, with Ian and Per and myself, in which the Union was struggling, but had held and stabilised the line running from the ridge line here through the Gettysburg ceremony down to where the college would be and along this line here. As the game was coming to an end on last Saturday or Saturday before, the Confederates were bringing on their next corps, which was led by Ewell, and these troops were flowing in from this flank, streaming down these roads, and you can see quite a lot of it, and attacking what the Union reinforcements could bring on. Now, we've ended up at turn 12, and the Confederates have won the game. The Union line is completely disintegrated. It's been overwhelmed, and we haven't even got, there's another 7 or 8 brigades of Confederates to come on table. Not a lot of artillery, but an awful lot of infantry. The Union will get nothing more until about turn 14, 15, 16, I believe. Whether the Union will be in a position to hold any of the very famous, Cemetery Ridge and all that is highly unlikely. And I'll give you a quick summary here. So you can see here, there is no line on the ridge. Now, Barlow's division from the 12th Corps did a brilliant job, commanded by myself, of course, to stop a flanking attack by part of Prence's division, and he's pushing him back. This is making some space, thankfully, for what is left of really what was Ian's command. And they put up sterling work, but I gotta say, Ian was rolling absolutely atrociously today, the 10-sided dice, and his line just buckled, collapsed, was slaughtered. We had one moment where there was a charge and there was a difference of 16 on the dice. Now, if anyone knows what Fire and Fury is, if you lose by 10, you lose 2 troop stands and you break. Anything above that is an extra stand. So Pip charged Ian and caused 8 stands of a unit to be destroyed, which basically was the whole brigade. Smashed through the centre, it was about here if I remember rightly, attacked Buford, who was mounted, and slaughtered him and threw him back. And consistently Ian was rolling atrocious dice, 1s, 2s, 3s, and Pip and then Sean were rolling lots of 9s and 10s and had lots of bonuses, and it was an absolute massacre. So you can see the Confederates have basically completely control now of the outside of Gettysburg. What is left of the Union forces, you can see, that is the highest strength unit that Ian had left. Got 3 stand 1 there, you got a 2 stand 1 here. This unit has rallied, and we just decided in the last 2 turns to get out of dodge. And you can see the artillery is pouring down the roads. We're trying to get out as much as we can to hopefully set up a line around all these walls, and at least try and hold on. I've got to say, you'd obviously have to do the terrain a bit more and drag it over towards that far end and put some more terrain this side. But it's looking absolutely dreadful for the Union. And I would say that they have lost day one easily. Potentially the Army of Potomac will not deploy here. It will fall back on the other position which Meade would have been looking at before he arrived at Gettysburg. So yes, I think we've definitely changed history here. A resounding Confederate victory, and Lord knows what will come from this if we were able to play it and the Army of Potomac was on another position and then play that all through. That is definitely a what if. It'd be very interesting to try and play that at some point in, probably after we're retired or something like that. But yeah, again, fantastic game. Thank you to everybody who played it. Thank you for Steve, who's back in Sweden now, to Per, who led Pender's division so well on day one, to Ian, and who was my general. Sorry, I can't speak properly. It's quite late at night on a Tuesday. Ian, who obviously commanded so well for so long, but we were just overwhelmed. And by the way, the Union aren't meant to win this, really. They're meant to just see if they can hang on and do a good job. Thank you very much also for Pipt coming over, who now has 2 glorious charges in his belt and will never let us ever forget it, ever, I'm sure. And then also for Sean for coming over, despite Bromley FC playing at home and the wonders of the London Bridge train service. So thank you to everybody who made it over. It's been great. It's all going away now. And I'll probably play it again next year because it's a great fun game. And what's coming up next, I'd like you all to look out for. It's D-Day. It's Sword Beach. It's the assault upon Cod. And there's going to be part of our exhibition game we're going to be doing at the Royal Engineering Museum in Kent on the 19th. More details to follow. But I'll be posting some videos to hopefully get you all to come down if you're living around Kent and in that area and support the game and the day. But cheers, everybody. I hope you have a cracking week, and goodbye from Gettysburg, which is soon to be completely and utterly controlled by the Confederacy. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.